Traders, FXPIPCOLLECTOR here. Today is Friday, so TGIF, and it is September 1st. So hopefully August is all done now. So hopefully some of the chop we've had this month, and looking at the US dollar index, you can see we've had a lot of chop this month, definitely. So hopefully that'll be all over with now that it is September. So a new month, new opportunities, hopefully. So anyways, we're here today a little earlier than normal because we do have non-farm payroll today. Non-farm employment changes today. So that's definitely one of the bigger news events of the month for the dollar, as you can see. And then also later on today we have PMI news. So we definitely got a lot of news today for sure for the dollar. So I would imagine we're going to see some pretty good volatility today for the dollar. So let's see if we can take a look at those dollar pairs and see if we can figure out what the most likely thing to happen today at the news is going to be. So anyways, let's go take a look at the charts and see if what we can see. So we have big dollar news coming out in about 28 minutes. So we definitely want to look at all these dollar pairs prior to that. So let's get started on that as of now. So I do believe that this DXY is the end of an ABC correction right here. It looks like a big 1, 2, 3-way pattern to me, especially with this big impulsive move down. If this was actually a 1, 2, 3, it probably wouldn't have made such an impulsive move to the downside, which tells me this is probably a 1. I still think we're in an ABC of 2, or an ABCDE of 2, however you want to look at it, and eventually we'll probably head down for a big wave 3. So let's take a look at it on the weekly, which is where I do prefer to switch back to the US dollar index because I do trust this one much more. So the US dollar index, I do believe, is a nice series of lower lows, lower highs. I think this is all part of a wave 1. I still think this is like an ABCDE, and I still don't really think this move to the upside is over. I actually still suspect that it is going to go up and take out these highs. I actually think it's probably going to go to the 50, and maybe even more likely to the 61.8 to finish a wave 2 before it goes down and makes a big giant wave 3. So let's keep that in mind because that is important information, even though it is the weekly time frame. As we go down to the daily time frame, you can see that we definitely have a break of structure right here, a pretty significant break of structure, but the fact that it rejected structure, the fact that it didn't close below structure, does give me some doubts that this trend is over. A significant break of structure on this time frame would most likely tell us that this trend is over, but the fact that it hasn't held below structure, and if today the news does happen to cause this to go down and hold below structure, that will definitely totally change my mind, and I definitely at that point will believe that this section of trend is over and we may even be into a big downtrend. But as of now, there's no break of structure to the downside, telling me that this is actually more likely to probably just keep on going up. So let's keep going down to the 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour time frame, you do have to notice that we do have that break of structure, but look how it did this break of structure. It went 1, 2, 3 waves down. So that's pretty significant that it made 3 waves down, broke structure, and then started drifting back up. And the move back up to me looks more like a trend, which makes me think this is a correction, and which makes me think that today's news is going to cause the dollar to continue the uptrend. So let's head down to the 1-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame, to me, it looks like almost a perfect trend right here. So I do see a couple possibilities. I mean, one possibility is that this is a correction and possibly the news will cause it to keep going down, causing it to break structure, confirming that that daily time frame trend is over. But on the other hand, we have 3 waves down right here. The trend is still technically up on the higher time frames. It seems to me like there's a good chance maybe it will go down, but it's going to be a spike reversal and then it goes up. You know, we have 2 different rounds of news today, so it'd make a lot of sense if this did go down initially and then bounce off a fib level, and then later on, maybe during the second round of news is when it's really going to continue the uptrend. Probably trap everybody in a sell on the dollar before it takes off to the upside is what I would kind of expect to see. So let's go check out. So before we move on too, I just want to mention that we do have a giveaway that we're doing today on my Discord channel. My Discord channel is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. The link to join is in the description and in the chats. 100% free to join. Now, we have a giveaway that's going to end in about 90 minutes. It's going to end. And that is a 1-month free membership to my premium membership. We only have 56 entries right now, so if you're not entered into the giveaway, then definitely join my free Discord channel. Go to where it says welcome, and then under where it says welcome, it says giveaway. I kind of got to clear this out to see that. So under where it says welcome, click there, and then where it says giveaway, click there, and then go click on this little emoji thing right here, and that will give you a chance to win a 1-month membership to my premium service, which comes with a trading course, 35 videos long, 7.5 hours of content. It also comes with the members forecast I do every single morning before the London session at about 9:15 a.m. We do a members forecast meeting, live stream every single day, about 20 to 30 minutes long. So make sure you enter for a chance to win this giveaway. It's a pretty good deal, definitely, and you will be able to keep access to my trading course even if you do decide not to stay a member. So definitely check that out. Enter for your chance to win. So anyways, let's go check out all the rest of these dollar pairs, see if we can figure out what's going to happen with the news. Give me just 1 second here, and because I do have my own trades going on. So give me just 1 second while I manage something real quick. Something like that. There we go. Alright. So, the euro dollar, let's go to the daily time frame, do our daily time frame down analysis. So, on the daily time frame, now, when I look at the dollar index, I'm really thinking that the dollar needs to go up more, but as I look at some of these other things, I kind of have doubts about that. It does kind of seem like this is a bottom right here, but with how impulsive up it was, and with how it broke structure but then instantly rejected structure, it does kind of make me think that it's more likely to go down. I do have a lot of mixed feelings about the news today because we definitely lost correlation a little bit. You know, the pound and the euro have been moving nicely, while some of the other pairs have not. And if you'll notice, we do have a break of structure, but that break of structure doesn't tell us that this is a complete trend reversal. All that really tells us is that this last section of trend starting right here, where we have the beginning of the series of lower lows, lower highs, is over. So, to me, it almost looks like this does want to maybe go up initially, but then the move is going to be down maybe at the second round of news. So, let's take it down to the 1 hour time frame. Hey, Green, how's it going? Hey, Robin. Hey, Lulu, how's everybody doing today? Mosin, how's everybody doing? Yeah, we'll probably have time to look at the euro pound, but definitely not until after we finish looking at the dollar pairs because we have that big dollar news coming out. So if we look at the euro dollar on the 1 hour time frame, it really looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. It really looks like the first move needs to be up, and maybe it will just keep on going up. But to me, it kind of looks like on the longer time frames, the trend could continue down. So that's why I say there could be 2 reactions today. The first reaction could be up to one of these fib levels, and then the second reaction could be down. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got 2 reactions today. We got 2 rounds of news, so it would make a lot of sense. Let's look at the pound dollar. Now the euro has been very weak too, so that does make a lot of sense. So the pound dollar to me also looks like it has a little bit of a bottom in, which is why I still kind of think possibly this could just keep going up. But the dollar index makes me think otherwise. I mean, it does kind of have an ABC shape. We are at a Fibonacci level. It does kind of seem like it could just keep going up. But the dollar, like I said, is making me think otherwise, so we're going to have to see. I do see that this looks like 3 waves up. It did break structure, but all that really does is prove this section of trend is over. This very easily could be a correction, and it very easily could go down again. Like I said, the first initial move I think is going to be up on the pound dollar, probably go all the way back up near these highs, and then the second round of news I think is what's going to cause it to go down. Or maybe it is going to be one of those famous spike reversals that we used to always see at non-farm payroll. So going down to the 1 hour time frame, it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have a break of structure. It looks like possibly an A, B, C. Like I said, maybe even on the higher time frames, it looks possible that it could just keep on drifting up, and then the second round of news would be what causes it to go down. So we're going to have to see. I do got a lot of mixed signals when I look at all these pairs, which is definitely not good. You know, when we have correlation, it makes it much easier to read things. Now, the Aussie dollar definitely does have that little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shape right here, but you will notice that it did make a higher low right there, a higher low. That means that this could possibly be a correction to the last wave down, and the news possibly could cause it to keep going down. Seems kind of likely, honestly. Going down to the 4-hour time frame, just notice how overlapping this whole thing has been for the last several weeks. Just very, very overlapping. Makes me think that yes, maybe it will go up initially, maybe it will even take out this high, but it makes me think that the trend is down still, and that this is all just one big correction to the downtrend. The Kiwi dollar is very similar to the Aussie dollar, except for the Aussie dollar didn't make a higher low, it made a lower low. It does kind of make it look like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a breakout structure. So, I mean, like I said, we have a lot of mixed signals. This one kind of looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it could possibly just keep going up. But I really do have to listen to what I think the dollar is telling me, and the dollar is telling me that the trend is up. And maybe the first initial move is going to be up or down on the dollar and up on this, but it seems to me like the move could be down. It seems to me like this may just be an ABC correction. It could be a spike reversal at the news, or the second round of news will be what causes it to go down. Hey Yen Barry, yeah, we're definitely going to check out the yen pairs. We should have time to at least quickly look at them before the news comes out. So, looking at the 1 hour time frame, I mean, this looks very corrective too to me. It does kind of seem like, I don't know, like I said, my initial thoughts were that the dollar was going to go up, which means that this would go down. So we're going to have to see how this news turns out. To me, it kind of looks like it needs to go up, maybe even take out this high and then go down. Like I said, we do have 2 rounds of news today, so that could definitely be how it plays out today. The US dollar Canadian did break structure down, but it's rejecting structure. Until this thing actually holds below structure, to me the trend is definitely still up, and it very easily could go up, especially with the fact that it didn't really turn at a fib level. It kind of turned right in the middle, which does make me think that it is probably going to go up again, which kind of aligns with the idea that I have that the dollar is going to go up at the news. It does, yeah, it's kind of hard to make it out as an ABC. I mean, I could possibly see this being a wave A. It's kind of similar on some of the other pairs. This is an A, this is 3 waves up for a B, this is a downtrend for a C. The news comes out, dollar goes up, this goes up. Seems pretty likely. 1 hour time frame. It would make a lot of sense if it did go down first, just like I was showing on some of the other pairs. Like initially it went down, took out these lows, and then went up, ending a wave C. To me, this definitely looks like a trend. It's lower lows, lower highs the whole way down, and this is definitely 1, 2, 3 waves up. It looks like a wave B, it looks like a wave C. It looks like it's in a wave 4, and it's going to go down, make a wave 5 at the news, and then continue the uptrend. Definitely seems like the most likely scenario so far, so we're going to have to see how that turns out. Best thing to do when you're preparing for news is try to find agreement between all the dollar pairs if you're looking at dollar news, or euro news, whatever. Look at all the euro pairs. So the problem today is that we lost correlation a little bit on some of these dollar pairs, so it makes it a little tougher. But they're all kind of telling me the same story, which is that the trend really hasn't been confirmed to be over. This did go down and break structure, but it didn't really hold below structure, telling me that it probably will just keep going up. Taking it down to the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame, to me, it looks like it already made an ABC correction. A, B, C. It looks like impulsive up. It looks like corrective down. I think the initial move could possibly be down, and then it just keeps on going up, is what I'm expecting to see. Yeah, it looks like 1, 2, 3 waves. It looks like 1, 2, 3 waves. I think it's going to go down and then later on go up. It does make a lot of sense if that's what the case is going to be. US dollar yen really does have that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 look to it. If this is a 5-wave trend, then it will go down and take out this low. It'll end up doing something like this. So like I said, we have a lot of differences between pairs. This might be more of the yen causing this than the dollar though. So looking at the 4 hour time frame, it looks like a 3, it looks like a 4, it looks like a 5. If this really is the end of a wave 5, then it will go down and take out this low. But as of right now, I'm still looking at this as possibly a correction to this last wave up. Possibly a correction to this. This could very easily be like an ABC correction, and it very easily could just keep going up. Hey Mark, how's it going? Didn't even see you. Hello traders. Let's see. Yeah, my initial thoughts were that the dollar would go down initially, but then the real move would be up. Maybe this is going to go down, make a spike reversal, and do something like that. Or maybe it'll just keep going down, I guess. We'll have to wait and find out. Yeah, we gotta take a look at the yen pairs, definitely. I don't know. We might have time to look at oil before the news, too. We'll see. We have Canadian news also coming out, so. But looking at gold, I mean, gold looks like the end of an ABC correction. So, man, it really looks like the end of an ABC to me, and it really looks like it should just keep trending up. But if the dollar does decide to go up, then this is going to go down. What I think is most likely to happen is it's probably like a 1-2 and then go up for a wave 3. That's kind of what I think is going to happen. 4-hour time frame, I mean, it definitely has that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 look. So if the dollar goes up, this would go down. Probably start an ABC correction is what I think would happen. 1, 2, and then go up for a wave 3. That probably is the most likely thing to happen. 1-hour time frame, to me, it looks like we're in a wave 5. Looks like a 3, looks like an ABC of 4. Looks like we're in a wave 5 right now, which makes me think that initially that this is going to go up, and then later on it's probably going to go down, break structure, and start a big down move for like a wave A, and then eventually make a wave B, and then eventually make a wave C. So definitely pretty. Right now, the trend is definitely up, so I don't think I would be really trying to bet against the trend as of yet, at least. So, looks like things are moving a little bit pre-news, honestly. So let's go check out a couple things. We gotta check out those yen pairs. We really should be checking out the Canadian pairs too, honestly, more than anything. Let's see what this yen basket looks like. Yeah. We definitely got a break of structure on the yen basket, but I don't know about that. It could possibly be an ABC, so if this turns down and breaks structure, that could be a short on the JPY and a long on the JPY pairs. The break of structure we have right here is right here, and that doesn't tell us the trend is over. All that tells us is this wave is over, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we see 1, 2, 3 waves up and a pulse of down, that will tell us the trend is down. But just as easy as that could happen, I mean, it very easily could drift up, break structure, and also that structure break right here would prove that this whole move down is over. So, kind of a tricky situation, honestly. To me, most of the yen pairs don't look like the move down is over. It looks like an A, it looks like a B, it looks like it should be a wave C, and then it looks like later on it should go up again. Yeah, I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, and then back up. This one's kind of hard to make that out. Kind of looks more like it needs to do something like that. Kind of the same thing on this one. It kind of looks like a 1, 2, 3, and then back up again. CAD yen, I think, is the one that berry. Oh, look at that berry. Nice. We're waiting. I need to see a break of structure to confirm that this really is going down. But it looks like a wave A. It looks like a wave B. If we get that break of structure, that probably is going to be going down for a wave C, which would at least go down and take out these lows. Maybe even go down and take out this low. That's getting pretty impulsive, isn't it? Let's check and see what I got going on for my trades. Am I already in that? Yeah. Give me just a second here. Move my couple things around real quick. I think I want to get in again right there. Alright. So, let's see. That looks pretty good to the source side. This one, the same thing. It looks like an A, it looks like a B, it looks like it should go down and make a C, and then it looks like it should continue the uptrend. Let's go take a real quick look at oil, and then we got to look at the CAD pairs. Yes, that's good you're still in those sorts. With all that bouncing around that this thing has done, especially on the CAD yen, I probably would have got scared out of that trade by now. So good on you for staying in. Oh, we're back up at the highs. Could that possibly be a wave 5 right there? I was looking at that possible too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go down and make a crescent and then back up? That could definitely be possible too. I was originally thinking this was going to make more like an ABCDE WXY pattern, but because at one point we had 3 waves up and it looked like it was trying to turn down, but we're back up at the highs. I guess really the only thing we can do is continue to look for longs at least until we get a break of structure, which the last structure level is probably right here. Which it really doesn't even look like that's going to be a end because it looks like a 1, 2, 3. It looks like we're in a wave 3, so I don't really think this is over yet. Even if it does go down, it's probably just going to be a crescent and it's probably just going to go up again. And maybe it's not even a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe it's part of a bigger uptrend. Boy, it's pretty impulsive. It could possibly be like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A though. Kind of tricky. And we got that big news event today, and then on Monday it's a bank holiday in the U.S., and I'm probably going to be taking Monday off too. So we got Labor Day in the U.S. on Monday. So we got that big news event today, and then Monday is probably going to be very, very slow in the market. So we'll have to see how that turns out. But it doesn't look to me like this trend is over, and it looks like to me if it goes down, it's probably just going to be a crescent. So we got that Canadian news coming out also. We got the CAD GDP. So sometimes the Canadian pairs can actually produce a little bit of a better opportunity than the dollar pairs. Let me scroll through, see what we see. That kind of looks like it's going up. That kind of looks like it's getting ready to go up too. And they all kind of do. That one just broke structure, hasn't held above it yet. That kind of looks like it's going up. That's going down, but that's probably more the yen. FL. This just broke structure, so I mean this kind of looks like it could stretch out into a bigger crescent, like something like that, and then go back up. We got some news coming out for this too, so it would make a lot of sense if this actually did make a move up, because it looks like a complete pattern right here. CAD yen looks like it's going down, but I still think it's going to be some sort of an ABC and then go back up again. Kiwi kind of looks like it needs to go up, which would make sense for the CAD yen and the CAD Swiss going down. This one kind of looks like it's already going up too. Is that a crescent right there? Like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave crescent and then it goes back up? Definitely could be. Yeah, my predictions are that the CAD pairs, the dollar CAD, well, maybe not this one, I wouldn't do that one, but the pound CAD, the euro CAD, the Aussie CAD, and the Kiwi CAD look like they want to go up. The CAD yen and the CAD Swiss look like they want to go down. The US dollar CAD is going to be affected by the dollar news and the CAD news, so I don't really think I would use this one as a reference. But the fact that this one hasn't held below structure makes it look like it needs to go up also. And it looks like things are moving a little bit prior to the news right now too, so that's usually not a very good sign. Either it means that the news is already played into the market, or it's just gonna go the opposite direction. It really seems like this needs to go down, but then it kind of seems like it needs to go up again. It's already going down a little bit though. Let's see. Been kind of a tough couple weeks in August here because of all the chop and overlapping patterns we've been getting. Been kind of tough to get a good read on things, definitely. Yeah, I know. That's kind of what I was thinking too, Mark. It kind of looks like it wants to go down. I mean, but I could possibly see this being a crutch into the uptrend too. So having a hard time getting a good read on it today. Ooh, that DXY looks even more confident that it's going down. 1, 2, 3, and then probably back up again later on. That definitely looks like it wants to go down. The euro dollar, I think, looks like it wants to go up, and it could possibly be like an ABC crutch, and no, could possibly be a spike reversal. Maybe the first news is going to be up, and then the second round of news will be down. 865. Yeah, that does 865. Yeah, I think a little higher than that. I would think like 877, 888 area. Oh yeah, right. Okay. Kind of looks like a 1, 2, 3 pattern forming now. Really. Kind of the same thing on this. It looks like an A, B, C is going to happen. It looks like up is the move initially. This one's already going up, so that doesn't really agree at all. This almost looks like it wants to go down. We really don't have a whole lot of correlation today, and that makes it much more difficult for me to get an accurate read on things. Kind of looks like it wants to go down. The Aussie and the Kiwi, maybe that's because of the Aussie. The CAD kind of looks to me like it could go down, break this low, and then go back up. Yeah, interest rates is what I was thinking the dollar was going to make its big move also. Totally agree. Yeah, this looks like 1, 2, 3 waves up and then down and then up. So we do have quite a bit of agreement, I think. That one's already going down. And this kind of looks like it needs to go up, make a wave 5, and then probably go down and break structure. So we do have agreement. I think the euro, the pound, the CAD, and the Swiss, and even gold agree. And the yen and the Aussie and the Kiwi disagree. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 against 3. So 5 against 3 means that most likely it's probably going to go down. Boy, I don't know. That dollar index doesn't look like it wants to go down now. The DXY does. The DXY looks like impulsive down, break of structure, 3 waves up, down again, and then probably up again. We got about 30 seconds until the news comes out. We got non-farm payroll coming in about 30 seconds. And we also got that Canadian news, so definitely make sure you pay attention to the CAD pairs if you're in any Canadian pairs, or if you like to trade the Canadian pairs. Definitely pay attention to that. We got unemployment rate, we got average earnings, and we got non-farm payroll, or non-farm employment change, whatever you want to call it. So let's watch this DXY. I'm betting down, but kind of hard to tell. I'm betting down. I'm already in some trades, so we're going to find out very, very shortly. Like I said, I'm already in some trades, so if I'm quiet for a minute, it's probably because I'm managing my own trades. I do trade my own analysis. I am a trader. I'm not just an analyst. Oh, this is going up pretty strong. My long euro is looking better and better by the second. Oh boy. My buy high strategy seems to be working so far, but let's see how this works out in the long run. I just hope it holds for a little bit, maybe even goes a little bit further. Buy high and sell low. Definitely not what most people do, but most people lose money, so trying out a new system a little bit here, see how that works for me. Oh, there it goes. Looks like we're gaining some pretty good momentum. I'm long the euro. The euro is the only one that I'm in. I'm long on the euro right now. So I have my Fibonacci retracement on this right here. If it does make a spike reversal, it's probably going to do it at one of these fib levels, which we don't really know which one or if or when or anything about it. So let's see what happens. Ooh, boy. If this thing If this thing really does go up back up to these highs, not only am I going to make my money back, but I'm going to have a phenomenal week. So let's see how this works. Nice. I think I'm going to have to add some more positions. Wow. Looks pretty damn impulsive to me. Alright, I'm convinced. So 9-0. So I gotta manage my own trades here for a minute, so I apologize, but that's how it goes. So right now there really isn't much to talk about anyways, besides that the dollar's going down pretty strong. Like I said, it could turn into a spike reversal, so hold on to your hats. So 9.5. 9.5. Right? Oh no, I went way too far. 108. That brings us down to 70. Definitely seems to be holding, doesn't it? Seems to be holding real nicely. Might just keep friggin' going, you never know. Oops. Like I said, sorry, I just need to manage my pending orders. I use a lot of pending orders in my trading, so I wanted to set up a few extra pending orders before I get back to the charts. And that puts us down to 75. 75. Buy stop. That's the only problem with live streaming during these news events is I feel like I need to just talk the whole time, but instead of talking, I should be trading. I don't know how many times I've been live streaming and I've totally messed up on my trades because I was too busy live streaming. Or I missed an entry or I missed an exit or something like that. I got this thing coded with orders. But just give me a few minutes and we'll get back to the charts for sure. Almost finished. Let's see. Boy, I might have to put some more in if it keeps going. I'm gonna put one more in. What the heck? Gotta make my money back somehow this week. So 910. 910. That puts us at 85. Yeah. I got about a lot of orders in. A couple lots worth of orders, that's for sure. One more for good luck. Probably won't even need some of these, but it probably is going to turn into a spike reversal, so. $915. Put me down to 90. Alright, that's good enough for now. Unless it keeps going. Let me see what the chats are saying. I definitely am not sorting the euro. I do not catch falling knives. Definitely not. That's a good way to get cut. There we go. Now I can see what people say, and I can still watch my charts. There we go. Now I'm good to go. Wow, so what happened here? What's going on? Let's go look at that dollar. Oh boy, it's back down to that structure. Wow. If this thing shoots through that structure, it's probably a wave 3. It's probably a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of either wave A or wave 1. That's just kind of what I'm hoping. And boy, if that happens, I'll definitely be in the money. Let's see if that makes sense on some of these other ones. Could that possibly be a 1, 2, 3? I think we're kind of grasping at straws a little bit to believe that's going to happen today, but it definitely could around a big news event like this. Could that possibly be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forming? Kind of looks like it is. Kind of the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, maybe I'm just hoping because I'm long on, I'm short the dollar, but boy, it definitely kind of looks like it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at the rejection on the CAD pairs. Let's go look at those CAD pairs here in a second too, because we had that GDP news. CAD Swiss, another lower high. Maybe that right there really is a complete pattern. I was talking about this with my members the other day in one of the morning meetings that I do every single weekday morning, and that it looks like an ABC, and we're at the 50%. So I mean, there's always a possibility this thing just dives down like a rocket. Wow, look at the dollar yen. Whew, that's about to break structure. Look at that trade. Wow, hopefully somebody's to sort the dollar yen. That's probably way better. Nice. And gold is going up. I think gold is going to eventually break this high up here, but that's what I know it's not what 99% of people think, and everybody makes that clear in my YouTube comments, but that's definitely what I think. Wow, yeah, look at that. We're going to go up and break structure today, aren't we? And that's going to confirm that this whole move right here is over. Nice. That's good. Real nice. Let's see, we still could get that famous spike reversal. Non-farm payroll you almost used to be able to depend on that spike reversal. It almost happened every single time. That US dollar CAD doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. Wow, look at the move on the CAD pairs. Holy snilski. Like I said, sometimes the CAD pairs is a better choice. Look at that move. Wow. Awesome. Yen, Barry, I bet you're pretty happy right now. You've been holding these trades for days waiting for this to happen. CAD Swiss. I think the trend is down on the CAD Swiss too. Yeah, it definitely is. Nice. Some big moves. CAD pairs are almost better too. Once again, the dollar is not always the best choice. Now the dollar's pulling back on us. Now this is when we have to pay attention, because if this turns into a spike reversal or if it's just a pullback. Yeah, definitely, for sure. Just like the real Barry from the movie, you're a little bit early, but that doesn't mean that you were incorrect. A little bit early to the show, but you definitely weren't wrong about your analysis. Big moves today. Real big moves. We need to try to figure out if this is going to be a spike reversal, if it's really going up, or what. It's kind of really almost impossible to know right now, but give it a little bit of time. If it is going to be a spike reversal, it probably will happen pretty quickly. And we also have PMI news coming out at 3 o'clock in about an hour and 20 minutes, so we definitely got a lot of news coming out today. That CAD news must have been negative for the CAD, huh? It was flat. Look, the news was flat for the Canadian, and it moved like crazy. Wow. So we got negative, positive, negative. Definitely some mixed news, that's for sure. Spike reversal or no spike reversal? That is the question. Spike reversal was definitely my initial thought, so it might be coming. Definitely pretty much spiking, almost a spike reversal on the euro. Pound too. Aussie went right back to the highs. Kiwi, CAD is moving because the CAD too. Swiss. Ooh, is that going to be a wave 5? Or is it going to keep going? Hey John, how's it going today? Spike reversal coming, yay or nay? It's the only thing that sucks about live streaming during these events. Because it's not like it happens all at once. You pretty much just gotta sit here for like a half an hour and wait. Yeah. He says yes, spike reversal. Spike reversal is a pretty famous pattern for these news events, that's for sure. Like, you used to almost pretty much be able to rely on it almost every time. But non-farm payroll used to be like one of the most famous patterns you would see during that news event was the spike reversal. Pretty much every single time it would do it. I notice nowadays it doesn't really seem to move quite as crazy as it used to, but kind of seems like it's trying to hold, but definitely not really doing too much yet. It's probably going to sit here for the next hour and a half, or next hour 15 minutes waiting for the second round of news. I'd like to see a nice breakdown or a nice break up. I don't really care which way it goes at this point, as long as we get some clear direction. Clear direction would be awful nice right about now. Looks like it's trying to hold. It's definitely trying. Usually if it makes a spike reversal, it happens right away. Boy, it almost looks like a wave 3. Unlike the 8-hour time frame, it almost looks like a wave 3 starting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A. Might be wishful thinking, but it does kind of look like that. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to like literally sit here for the next hour and wait for it. Well, while we're waiting, if anybody hasn't done so already, definitely join my Discord channel. It's 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. 100% free to join. We're also going to be doing a giveaway here, which was sponsored by one of our members, Mark, in about not very long from now. We better take a look and see. Where's my chats for that? So our giveaway ends in 48 minutes. We only have 60 participants so far, so if you haven't joined the giveaway for a chance to win a 1-month membership, definitely check that out before the time runs out. About 48 minutes from now is when we'll be doing that. So definitely check that out if you have not done so already. And also my Discord channel is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. You definitely are more than welcome to join my Patreon membership if you want access to my trading course and my educational information and my morning meetings that I do every single day, every single weekday before the London session at about 9 a.m. in the morning. We do a morning meeting. So if anybody's interested in that, definitely check out the link for that for more information. The link for that is in the chats and in the description. Pretty slow going. It is definitely holding though, isn't it? So far it's holding. This is the structure level too. If price holds below this structure, that's going to be a pretty big deal on the daily time frame. If that holds that structure on the daily, then this thing is done for. It's probably going to go down like this. Maybe even make a 1, 2, 3. Or possibly an A, B, C and then go back up again. But either way, if price holds below this structure, I think the dollar's done for. I was initially thinking that it would go up until the interest rate news that we have on the 20th of September, I believe. But it definitely doesn't have to. Let's see, the next interest rate news is, the 20th of September, FOMC federal funds rate for the dollar. So in about 2.5 weeks, about 2.5 weeks or so, we got a pretty big news event coming. Looks like it's holding. Dollar CAD looks like it's trying to make a move up. About these yen pairs. Wow, look at the Canadian yen. Wowzers. Wowzers. Look at, and the other yen pairs aren't even moving nearly as strong as that. And that Canadian yen was the trade of the day. Look at that thing. Wow. Nice. Awesome job. You trade natural gas, John? You and Dicer Girl better hook up on that. She loves natural gas. Wow, look at the Euro CAD. Wow, that definitely looks like an ABC correction that's over. Phew, Aussie CAD cranking. CAD pairs are moving. CAD stress is definitely the end of a crutch, and look at that. 1, 2, 3 waves to up. Down she goes. Nice. Uh-oh, dollar's kind of reversing a little bit. It doesn't want to get below that structure, does it? The euro dollar is pretty bullish right now, but it's definitely been pretty bearish. It really depends whether this dollar is going to hold below structure or not. Whether the euro goes up or down. If this goes down and holds below structure, then the euro is probably going to keep going up. If this does make a spike reversal or something, then the euro will continue down. Don't really have any way of knowing, that's for sure. Wish I had my crystal ball working correctly for the stock market, for the Forex market, but unfortunately we don't. Would be awful nice if we could get one that would work, though. Oh, it looks pretty strong. If it usually a spike reversal, spike reverses within the first few minutes. Gold is kind of looks like a wave 5. It depends. It could definitely reverse, especially at that second round of news we got. But I wouldn't go short now. It could also just keep going up, especially looking at the higher time frames. I don't think that we want to trade against this trend yet. At least not yet. To me, if this holds, it's probably a wave 3. If this move down holds, it's probably a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of something, either an A or a 1. That's a pretty big deal if that is the case. If it doesn't and it rejects this level again, then obviously it's just going to keep going up, which was definitely my original thoughts. My original thought was that it was going to do something like this, and then probably in 2 weeks it would go down at the interest rate on September 20th. You notice I'm trading dollar pairs right now, but I'm not watching the dollar pairs. I'm watching the US Dollar Index. That tells me more information than I need to know about any of the dollar pairs. Natural gas. Oh, it is going up still. Kind of looks like it's going to go up to the 61.8 at least. I still think it could possibly be a crutch into the move down, but I mean it also could keep drifting up pretty easily. It looks like a trend. It looks like this should be an A, B, C, maybe up to here or here and then go back down again, but the higher time frames lead you to believe that it could just keep on going. So that was definitely 3 waves down too. Look, 1, 2, 3, impulsive up. That was the end of a crutching for sure. Oil's still pushing up pretty strong. Let's get rid of that fib level. It's probably not a wave 5. It could be a wave 5, but it doesn't really look like it is. It does kind of resemble like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but boy. Yeah, NFP has been slow for the past year or more. I think nowadays the market cares more about other things than they do the NFP. The market cares more now about things that have to do with interest rates and inflation and stuff like that. NFP used to be one of the best news events of the month. I used to make so much money trading that, but it's not the big mover that it used to be, that's for sure. NFP used to be like, you could look on the daily time frame and like this would be like NFP here, this would be NFP, NFP. Now NFP is like nothing. It's just like in the middle of something, you know. It's not really huge turners like it used to be. Because I believe the market's more worried about inflation and interest rates and things along those lines. Pretty slow going. Makes me want tired. Every time I watch these news events, it makes me want to take a nap. So, how many more people have entered our giveaway? 63 people. If anybody wants a chance to win a 1-month membership to my premium service, you have to join my Discord channel, go to the welcome page, and go to where it says giveaway. And that is where you join my 1-month premium service entry. So definitely join my Discord channel for a chance to win a 1-month premium service. Yeah, I know, I kind of wanted to. Yen. Who knows? To me, the trend is still up. Uh-oh, here it comes. God, you gotta love the news, huh? Yeah, look at they definitely got a spike reversal going on, don't we? Except for the US dollar CAD. That would have been the one to get in. Look at that, baby, go. US dollar CAD at a CAD yen, for sure. Yeah, pretty slow going. Definitely doesn't qualify as a spike reversal to me yet, though. Especially since it went so far past the 78% too. Well, I'm watching the dollar right now, so that way I can figure out what the pound is going to do. I was initially thinking that the pound would make a correction and go back down again. Definitely still could, for sure. But we don't really have confirmation of that yet. Definitely not. And honestly, the dollar hasn't really proven to me that it's going up. It kind of still looks like it's trying to go down. But it definitely could turn into a spike reversal, 100%. Yeah, I know. The DXY really looks like it could be a spike reversal, like A, B, C, and then back up again. That definitely looks like that's possible. Yeah, like I said, my initial thoughts were that this was going to be a correction and that they would go down again. It still definitely could be. Same thing on pretty much all these pairs. My initial thoughts were that this was going to be a correction to the downtrend. Aussie's holding pretty tight. Kiwi's holding pretty nicely too. Oh, we got 30 minutes since the news came out. Usually it takes about 30-45 minutes before things start to settle into a direction, so let's see what happens over the next 15 minutes or so. Hopefully we'll be able to decide whether we can hold on to these trades or if we should reverse and trade in the other direction or not. What's the stock market doing? SPX, is it moving? Yeah, it definitely made a little bit of a move today. Boy, it almost looks like it is already going up for that wave 5, doesn't it? I personally think that the S&P 500 between now and probably election is going to end up continuing up, probably eventually making a new high. I think something like this is going to happen. And then I think probably right after the election, we're going to go down to probably 3,200 or so. I still think that we're in for a big, big drop on this, but not anytime soon, though. I was originally thinking this was going to be an A, and this was going to be a B, and this was going to go down for a C, and then go back up. It still kind of looks like that could be the case. I mean, that still looks like a possible wave A. That still looks like a possible wave B. That still looks like it could bounce off a fib level, ending a wave C, and continue the downtrend for sure. But I don't think I would go short unless I saw a break of such a down. I don't think this is over. I would expect it to at least go up to the 78%, and then if it turns down, and then if it breaks structure, that's probably going to be the end of a trend and the continuation of the downtrend for sure. I would say almost definitely. But not unless I get that break of structure. How about Bitcoin? How long do we have on the giveaway? I want to make sure I'm watching this when it happens. We got 36 minutes left to enter the giveaway. If anybody's interested, you gotta join my Discord channel, go to the welcome page, go to where it says giveaway, and then click on this emoji right here for your chance to win a 1-month membership in about 34 minutes, sponsored by Mark, one of our Patreon members. So definitely check that out. I was thinking that we were in a wave C on Bitcoin. Boy, I was almost thinking that move up was it, but obviously it's not. It looks even better though that it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back up again. I still think that Bitcoin on the weekly time frame is going to go up. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A. Looks like 1, 2, 3 of B. Looks like it's going to go up and make a C, and then it looks like it's going to go down again. Maybe not quite that far. I was thinking probably someplace around the $12,000 to $8,000 area, someplace right in here, and then probably back up again. Maybe even continue the uptrend once that's completed. Boy, it definitely looks like a wave 5, 3, 4, 5. Maybe go down a little bit more and then back up again. It does seem like Bitcoin likes to move on the weekend, so it would make a little bit of sense if that was the case. This looks like a correction. It looks like it is going to go down again. And then if it goes up, breaks structure, that's probably going to be a really good entry to go along for continuation of the uptrend. 66 members, 33 minutes. So I definitely want to pay attention to that because that's going to be pretty exciting for somebody to win the premium membership. Yo, the dollar is still kind of hanging out. It's probably going to wait for a whole hour until that next round of news comes out. Which the next round of news is at 3 o'clock my time, or 10 o'clock US time, or New York time at least. Eastern Standard Time. PMI. Let's see. That is probably what the market's waiting for at this point, I would say. We're either going to do two things when that second round of news comes out. We're either going to confirm that this is a correction and it's going to keep going up, or we're going to confirm that this is a clear break of structure and that it's going down for a 3, 4, and 5. So the news should tell us one way or the other, I think. Like I said, my initial thoughts were that this was going to go down to a fib level and then go back up, so we'll see if that is what happens or not. I do see two possibilities for sure. One of them is that this looks like an ABC correction right here. And it looks like a trend. It looks like a correction, and it looks like another trend could be forming soon. It's going to play mind games for the next half an hour, I would assume, or the next 45 minutes or so. Snorefest. What happened to the good old days when the market made a turn at the news and then just held it for the next 3 days, and you could just enter a trade, sit back, and just for 3 days straight just do nothing except for watch the profits roll in? Good old days before COVID and before interest rate issues. Definitely got to use a pretty decent stop loss during these news events, that's for sure. Yeah, I know. Spike, no reversal. Looks like it, doesn't it? For me, it's all about the higher time frames, like the daily time frames. Those are the ones that tell me the correct story most of the time. And the story is, if this closes below here, then the trend is down, and it's probably going to go down and make a wave A or wave 1. Or if it does reject this structure again, then you can pretty much guarantee that it's going to go all the way up to this 50% Fibonacci level. So, kind of a critical moment, but that's kind of how it is. Kind of a roll of the dice. A lot of these dollar pairs really do look like they already have a bottom in, so, which is why it does kind of look like it could possibly go up. Make a big move to the upside. The pound looks even more convincing with this 1, 2, 3 shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. Something like that would be what I would kind of assume would happen. The Aussie dollar is finally breaking structure. I mean, it kind of looks like this is the end of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of looks to me like it needs to go up now. The Kiwi dollar, just pretty much the same thing, except for even clearer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break of structure. Kind of looks to me like it needs to go up. US dollar Swiss, I mean, we got the CAD and the Swiss on this, but it looks kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It hasn't held below structure yet, though. I mean, it definitely could keep going up. US dollar Swiss is another one that kind of makes me think that it could go down on the daily because of this shape right here. But I think we're going to have to wait for that second round of news for sure. US dollar yen went almost right down to the structure. Now it's pulling back. Yeah, the yen pairs are holding down pretty nice. So far, so good. I mean, I still think the trend is up on the higher time frame, so be aware that it could go back up at some point. Maybe not today, but probably within the next few trading days. It definitely could go back up for sure. Oh, the US dollar yen did break structure. It's rejecting it so far, but it definitely did break it. What's the euro dollar doing? Not a whole lot. Still kind of sitting here. It's kind of holding its move, though. It does kind of look to me like something that could possibly just keep on going. Ouch. Ow. Whoops. Sorry about that. I think I'm going to buy myself a microphone this weekend. Like a real mic, not just a headset. I don't know if my sound quality, I mean, you guys could tell me probably better than me, but the sound quality is pretty decent, but I think with a real mic it would probably be a lot better. Yeah, that dollar's holding, but I think it's gonna hold until the news comes out. 67 people have entered and we got 27 minutes to go. Well, we got quite a few new people joining. Welcome everybody that joined my Discord channel. Thanks for joining. I appreciate the support as always. I definitely like and subscribe to my channel. Definitely enter the giveaway by joining my channel. Go into this welcome tab, go to the giveaway tab, and click on this emoji right here. And in 25 minutes, somebody's gonna win a 1-month membership to my premium service, which comes with a trading course. Comes with morning meetings that we do every single day. So definitely check that out. And you can also watch my live streams right from Discord if you like. It's 100% free. You never have to pay a dime if you don't want to, but you do not get access to any of these extra channels. Everything below where it says member chats is for the premium members only. And all the dollar pairs, all the yen pairs, including gold, silver, and including the JPY basket, every single morning at 9:15 a.m. we do a 20 to 30 minute live stream where I tell everybody what direction I'm trading in, what time frame I think I should be trading on, and what a correction would look like and what an entry would look like every single day at about 9:15 a.m. And this is only for the Patreon members. If anybody is interested in joining, definitely check that out. Or if you're interested in winning a 1-month membership, then go to my giveaway channel and click on the link for that. Click on this little emoji right here for a chance to win. But it's a very active channel. Like I said, you can join and stay free for as long as you want. I mean, look how active these channels are. This is all just today. This is all just since this morning. I don't know if anybody's trading with MFM, my Forex funds, but boy, they definitely got some issues going on right now. We have a lot of members in the group that trade with them, and they definitely got some issues going on right now. That's for sure. I've always been the type that says, yes, prop firms are really good, but if you want to be a full-time trader, I don't think you should rely on a prop firm for your income. Prop firms are really good, but maybe you could trade with a prop firm for a year, build up a decent amount of capital, like a couple $100,000 or something, and then put it into your personal trading account and trade your money. Because if you're trading your money, then you're relying on yourself. Thanks a lot again, Barry. I appreciate that. So yeah, prop firms are really good, but I think they should just be a stepping stone in the process of getting your own personal trading account up to like $1 million plus. I mean, yeah, you can make some quick money on prop firms if you're a good trader, but the quick money I think you should be putting into your trading account and using it wisely. Well, yeah, I'm a full-time trader, but I also do several things. I run this YouTube channel, and I also have 2 rental properties in the U.S., and I plan on building a 3rd rental property. Next summer is my plan, but I might end up doing it the summer after. At some point pretty soon, I'm going to build a 3rd rental property in the U.S., and that I have no mortgage on either of my rental properties, no mortgage at all. 100% total passive income. As a trader, you need to diversify. 2 years ago, I took a good portion of the money that I've earned in my trading account and I bought rental properties with it back before the housing market skyrocketed. Right around 2019, 2018. I think one was in 2018, the other was in 2019. Bought 2 rental properties. Put about $35,000 into them, fixing them up, and now I have renters in there. And now I live in Europe, 2 rental properties in the U.S. I make a few grand a month from my trading, and a few grand a month from my YouTube channel, and about a few grand a month from my rental properties. So pretty simple. Boy, the dollar is definitely waiting for that second round of news, isn't it? I've been trading since 2009, so it took probably 3 years minimum. Probably the first 2 years I was a bad trader, didn't really make much money at all. The 3rd year and probably the 4th year I was a boom and bust trader, and then probably after that was when I started making consistent money. Every once in a while I definitely find myself booming and busting a little bit here and there, but who doesn't? But yeah, it definitely took probably 3 years, or maybe even 4 years before I became consistent. That's why, running this channel just made me realize how people think about trading. I mean, people think that they can open a trading account and within 3 to 6 months be a millionaire. I mean, it's not realistic. It's just not going to happen. No way, no how. Trading is probably more difficult than half of the things that you're going to go to college and you need a 4-year degree. You can become an engineer and it's probably easier than trading. Yeah, it takes about 4 years minimum, I think. Probably even more, sometimes 5 years. People think in 3 to 6 months they're going to be a millionaire from trading, but boy, it doesn't happen like that. Not unless you bought Bitcoin right at the bottom, and then it just flew up like a rocket. Maybe that made you a millionaire fast, but I don't think that's going to happen again. Maybe if you bought GameStop right before it skyrocketed, But that's not really trading, that's more gambling. So it's not an easy career. And you can look in Europe, especially if you look at any broker that's out of Europe, they have to post how many of their traders are successful and how many of their traders are losing money every month. It's usually right around 85, 80, 90% of people have less money in their trading account at the end of the month than they did at the beginning. It tells you a lot. Trading is not an easy thing at all. You have to be very consistent and very, very rule-based and very, very repetitive. You do the same thing every single day. Every single day you're doing the same entries, the same setups. Some of them work, some of them don't. You just rinse and repeat. Dollar is waiting for that second news, isn't it? Things are recovering now. I'm still in the dollar sort. I'm still short the dollar and via dollar pairs. So let's see, what do we got here? Euro's starting to go up a little, but I'm assuming that it's probably going to wait for the second round of news to come out. Yeah, some of the best traders in the world, if you watch what they did from a day-to-day basis, you would be bored out of your mind. Just the exact same thing, day in and day out, day in and day out, rinse and repeat. A good trader is like a robot. He just does the same thing every single day. Rinse and repeat. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. The key is when you don't win, don't let it bother you. You might lose a trade and then 20 minutes later have to enter again in the same direction that you just lost. And guess what? Sometimes the second time you enter is the time that's going to make you all your money back plus 2-3 times what you lost. So it's not easy. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree, Dev. Trading is not an exciting sport unless you're a scalper trading a very, very short time frames maybe, but even that, I don't know. I think you're more gambling if you're a scalper. I mean, there's definitely some really good scalpers in my group. We have a few people in the group that are excellent scalpers, but I'm definitely not a scalper. I'm more of a day/swing trader. Yeah, things have kind of slowed down. This is probably where I'd end my live stream normally, but we got that second round of news coming out, and we're doing a giveaway in a few minutes, so. Wow, that Euro Swiss kind of looks like a short. I think the Euro Aussie and the Euro Kiwi within the next maybe 3 or 4 trading days are going to give us a long. I think the Euro Pound is probably going to give us a long too within the next 3 or 4 trading days. Long time frames are king, 100%. Yenberry has been one of my members for quite a while now, and boy, he has been doing excellent with his trading. He's been doing awesome. He's going to be a full-time trader in no time, I think. I love to hear it too. I like it when people succeed. Because like I said, most people don't succeed. So when people do succeed, we should celebrate it for sure. Day trading and swing trading is definitely a different challenge than a scalper. You have to have a lot of patience. You have to be able to hold on to a trade and just be patient, just relax and chill out. I'm definitely short the US. Yenberry's back in. He's a swing trader now. Yeah, structure analysis, Elliott wave analysis, Fibonacci analysis, and Zero indicators. I don't have any indicators on my chart. From time to time, I do show people the CCI indicator because as a new trader, I think it does help brand new traders, but you definitely don't see me using it. I definitely don't use it for anything. I do think that a couple indicators can be helpful for a brand new trader, but I think the better you get at trading, the less indicators you're going to use, probably even eventually. My old mentor didn't even really use Fibonacci. He just basically used Elliott Wave and structure. He didn't really care about Fibonacci either. Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate that. Pretty soon, somebody's going to win a membership in about 14 minutes. And that will put us at 36, and then we'll only have a few minutes left until that second round of news comes out. It's when people have the right attitude, that's when they're going to succeed. I can teach somebody as much as they want, but if they don't have the attitude to be a good trader, then they're probably not going to be a good trader. You can kind of tell when somebody joins the group within the first couple of weeks whether they're going to be a successful trader with the strategy or not, just by the things they say and the questions they ask. And I could tell that Yunberry was going to be a good trader right from the beginning just because of the way he talked. You got to have the right attitude, the right system, the right mental capacity. Elliott Wave is very, very discretionary. That's why I always say, Elliott Wave is only a small part of what I do. A bigger part of it is the structure analysis, which Elliott Wave kind of goes hand in hand with. Liquidity areas and stuff like that is definitely a big help too. The market really does go from one liquidity area to another. Look at that liquidity grab right there. It's just one liquidity grab to another. Look at this liquidity grab. Even right here, there was a liquidity grab. It's all over the charts. Right here, look, that's a low right there. Grabbed all that liquidity and went up like a rocket. So just being able to spot these things with your eyes, when the market looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the wave 5 does a liquidity grab, that's a pretty good sign right there that the trend is up. It still could possibly turn into a correction and go down, don't get me wrong, but right now the trend is up until proven otherwise. Definitely. And this little push up right now definitely doesn't change it for me. Definitely not. Practice makes perfect, definitely, for sure. Every single new member gets screened by me personally too, not by the admin of the group, Mr. Wolf, too. So any scammers that join the group usually get kicked out pretty fast between me and Mr. Gray, which Mr. Gray is the admin of the group right here. He is like the scam hunter. He's the scammer hunter machine right there. He can hunt down a scammer in a pack of 1,000 people. He can find a scammer. So if you are planning on joining the group, don't be scamming because Mr. Gray will kick you out faster than you can say, buy my course. Wow, people in the private groups are chatting up a storm. Buying the indexes. Nice. What do we got? 10 minutes until the giveaway ends. Somebody's going to win a membership here pretty soon. And it is sponsored by one of our premium members that was very satisfied with the service. And he's making a lot of money in his trading also, so he's wanted to sponsor a member. US dollar yen has definitely been going down. I wouldn't be trying to buy right now. There he is. Hey, Mark, your membership is going to end in 10 minutes. Thanks a lot, buddy. Yeah, you were definitely a good trader before you joined the group, though, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely. I think somebody's going to appreciate it. Somebody's going to get access to the course for free. They're going to get access to the members forecast. They're going to get access to you, Mark, and everybody else in the group that always says their opinions about the charts and everything else. This is the members chats right here, and look how active these chats are. These are people just helping each other out all day. Look at the pictures, people posting their charts, just all day long. People are helping each other out. So it's a really great community that I'm building here, and I do think the community is important when you're a trader because of trading is if you're a real trader, trading is actually a quite lonely business. You don't really have any colleagues or anything unless you work at like a hedge fund or a bank or something. You don't really have any colleagues or anything to bounce ideas off and to chat with. So community is very important as a trader. I take small trades. I enter a lot of small positions, but most of the time I don't really go much over, 1.5, 2 lots per entry. So my trades aren't that huge. We had some members in the group that saw bigger trades than I take, that's for sure. I don't take huge trades. I'd rather take 3 or 4 1-lot trades than 1 3-lot trade. Kind of split your risk up, use different size stop losses and stuff like that, diversify yourself a little bit. So, man, we still got a half an hour until that news comes out. I think I'm going to take a quick little break. I will be back in 7 minutes. We're going to do a giveaway, and then we're going to, after the giveaway, we are going to check out this PMI news. No, I'm definitely still in my yo long. Definitely. It was a little bit of a tough week. I started off really good. Monday and Tuesday was great for me. Wednesday and Thursday I gave most of the money back. And then today, if the yo does close anywhere near its highs, not only am I going to, if it closes up here somewhere, not only am I going to make my money back, but I'm also going to make it into a very, very profitable week. So far, so good. And if the next news event does come out and this does skyrocket down, then whatever. I'll get out of my longs and I'll go short. Yeah, that's good, buddy. I'm glad you were in a little bit of a drawdown too for a little while. Monday was amazing and Tuesday, but it was Monday. Monday was back here, and Monday was awesome. I was going long all day. Tuesday, I remember I went short for a little while, and then I went long for the rest of the day. And then somehow, I think up here I went short, and then I ended up getting trapped. And then I also entered a couple bad trades, which I don't mind sharing. It's everybody loses. I went short on the Euro Kiwi at some point. I went short like right here. And I stayed short, and then when it made this big impulsive move up, I got out right around here with pretty much a full loss, and then it just went down anyways, so that was nice. And then I also went short on the Aussie Swiss this week. I think I went short right here on that big impulsive move down because to me it looked like an ABC correction, and to me it looked like the trend was still down. So I went short right here. And I took a full loss on this one too. My stop loss was like right here. I took a full loss on that. So those 2 trades definitely hit me pretty hard, this one and this one. And then I lost a dollar trade. But like I said, don't get frustrated and just relax. And a lot of the times you can still end the week on a pretty high note. Nice. Awesome, buddy. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you talking about that. Jenskin or whatever was talking about it. I held on for too long. I went short, but then I stayed short because I was planning on swing trading it. I was up a couple K too probably at one point, but then I just held on because I was hoping for a couple K to turn into like 10K, but instead a couple K turned into like a 1K loss or whatever, so. But that definitely happens. No big deal. Like I said, if today turns out good, it's going to be a good week. And even if it doesn't turn out good, next week it will be another week. I don't really care. I risk, when it comes to a percent of my account, I would have to lose about 50 trades in a row before I would even be in danger of blowing my account. I don't really understand why people why people blow their account so much. I mean, I started off, when I first started in 2009, I had $1,200 in my trading account. I ran that $1,200 down to about $450. I was close to blowing it, but I never blew my account. I've never blown a trading account in my life. So, people have trading accounts and like within a couple of weeks they blow it up because they don't understand risk management. Risk management was pounded into my head right from the beginning. That was never an issue for me. I know how to manage my risk. I'm not in it to gamble. I'm in it to make profits for the rest of my life. I'm not in it to make $40,000 this week. I want to make, $5,000, $6,000 a week for the rest of my life. And then add on $3,000 or $4,000 for my rental, add on a couple thousand for my other business. I'm making 10 grand a week pretty easily. So it's all about turtle. It's like the turtle traders, just slow and steady. Someday that 10 grand will turn into 20 grand a week, and someday that 20 grand will turn into 50 grand a week if you're just slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, that's for sure. Looks like the euro's trying to go up. Dollar's trying to go down, kinda. I'm still long the euro from very early this morning. I took a little bit of heat on the euro this morning too, because I'm pretty sure my initial entry was right here. That was my first entry this morning, was this break of structure, and then right here I entered again. And I think one of the positions I entered did end up getting stopped out because I was just using like a 20 pip stop loss. But I've been buying the whole way. I bought here, I bought more here, I buy more here. If it keeps going up, I'll buy more. Buy. Most people are going to be selling. I'm going to be buying. And guess what? If the thing turns down, I'm going to be selling. While the market's going down, most people are going to be buying. While it's going down, I'm going to be selling like crazy. What do you think about the question of what pair are you talking about? Are you talking about this euro dollar pair? Nicola? Oh, I don't want to miss this giveaway. 4 minutes. So if anybody hasn't done so already, you have 4 minutes to enter the giveaway. 2 minutes to enter the giveaway. 2 minutes. So if you want a chance to win a 1-month membership to my premium service, you have 2 minutes to enter. The link to join my Discord channel is in the chats and in the description. If you join my group, you go to where it says welcome right here, and then under the welcome you go to where it says giveaway, and then you click on this emoji right here, and that will give you a chance to win a 1-month membership to my trading system. Euro down. Are you trying to go short on the euro right now as it's going up like crazy? See, Benny, I really hate to pick on you, buddy, but that's kind of exactly what I was just talking about. While the euro is going up, most people are looking to sell. They're going to be selling. As the euro is going up, I'm buying. I'm not looking to sell the euro unless the euro actually starts to go down. When the euro is going up, I'm not looking to sell. I was just mentioning that 80-90% of traders lose for a reason, and that's kind of the reason right there. 45 seconds. We got 72 participants. You're almost out of time. If you want a chance to win the giveaway, then you have to join the Discord channel. You have to click on this little emoji right here for your chance to win. Once we finish the giveaway, then we're going to watch that second round of news, and then once we finish that second round of news, I'm probably done for the day because this is going to be a 2-hour live stream. Probably more than 2 hours by the time we finish. So, let's see. Mark is doing a giveaway for the group, so let's see who wins. Let's see who wins the giveaway. Oh, I don't know who you are, but you just won. Ah, he looks happy in his picture. Awesome. So, Makoka? I am so bad with names. I'm sorry. I totally butchered your name, but you won the giveaway. Congratulations. Woo! Happy, happy, happy. Awesome. Good job. So I will contact you after the live stream. I'll message you right now. What the heck? We got a few minutes while we're waiting for the second round of news. So, congratulations, which I didn't spell correctly. That's awesome. Congratulations, buddy. I'll give you your access right now. Oh, look, he's an active trader, so he's definitely a member. You've definitely been active in the group, so thank you for that, too. Where is he? Yeah, awesome. Let's see. Where's my thing here? We got a few minutes until the news comes out anyway, so. Oh, whoops, that's not right. Welcome, premium member. Congratulations again. That's awesome, buddy. I hope that over the next month you really can improve your trading and you're really going to find a lot of benefits from this. That's awesome. Looks like the dollar's trying to push up a little bit pre-news. We still got 20 minutes until the news comes out, so. Wow, we got a lot of new people joining. That's awesome. The fact that dollar is pushing down pre-news makes me think even more. That the pushing up pre-news makes me think even more. Congratulations once again. Make sure you send me your email so that way I can send you the link to join the Google Classrooms trading group. Oh, look at the dollar pushing down. Oh no. Or the dollar pushing up, that is. Pushing out pretty hard. All the way back to the starting line. Let's see. So let's see what happens. We got a few minutes until the news comes out. We got about 15, 16, 17, 18 minutes or so. 17 minutes. 17 minutes and 30 seconds. So I will be back in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes to watch the news with everybody. So let's sit here and watch this dollar index. And I will be back in less than 10 minutes for the PMI dollar news. And that's probably going to be about it for the week for us because that's the last round of news for sure. So I'll be back in 10 minutes for the second round of dollar news. Alright, hello traders, how's everybody doing? Still holding on, hopefully? Expect the unexpected, yeah. Mark Douglas said it best. I'm a huge Mark Douglas fan. I have been ever since I started my trading journey anyways, but it really, anything can happen in the market. It only takes one big player to totally neglect any trading idea or any technical analysis or really anything. But this is actually a pattern I've seen very, very often. Because where were we before the news came out? We were right here. That's where we were before the news came out. Where are we now that the news is out? Right there. Right back to the starting line almost perfectly. This is starting to act like one of those FOMC federal funds rate news where you get that huge move at the news and then during the press conference it slowly drifts all the way back to the starting line. Right back to the starting line it goes, and then eventually it's going to decide whether it really wants to go down or whether it really wants to go up. Now, my opinion is that I could personally, honestly see it going either direction, honestly, and either way I don't really care because I'll just be trading in that direction either way, but the daily time frame, like I've been saying, is the time frame that would show us that this whole trend right here is over with a break of structure. We don't have that break of structure yet. So if this does reject structure for a second time, even a third time actually, if you look at the daily time frame, this is the third rejection, then I would say it's time to start going long pretty heavily because it's going to go up to at least this 50%, which is what I was thinking anyways, because that would give us this liquidity grab over here would be taken out, and then we would probably end this wave E, and then we have interest rates on September 20th. I think that's when we most likely will go down. Now, just because that's what I've been saying for the past several weeks, and that's what I do think is possibly going to happen, I also see the possibility that this is a trend, and this time frame is tuned to the time frame that is going to show us the end of this trend. So if this thing does break and hold below structure today at all, like closes down below structure, that's probably the end of this whole trend. And it wouldn't really make sense for me to make a correction and then go up again because it doesn't fit with any of these other trends to do that. So if we do have the end of this whole trend right here, that is probably going to be a huge move to the downside. But like I said, we really have two options right now. A third rejection of structure is pretty much definitely telling us up. If it does, news does come out and it breaks structure and it holds below structure, it's going to be the end of a trend and probably the continuation of a downtrend on the weekly and the monthly time frame. So now you got that pretty much figured out. Now we go back to the 1 hour time frame where we had news a little while ago, and what happened? We were right there before the news, and we're about 20 pips off from there right now. So we're going to have a second round of news coming out in about a minute. Now, like I always say, when it comes to my technical analysis, the dollar really is all I care about. Now, I'm trading the dollar pairs, but when I'm my own personal trading, it's 90% the dollar index, and then I just use the dollar index information to help me trade the other pairs. Which is why when you guys and girls watch me, you're probably going to see me always watching the dollar index because that's just what I do. Because I don't really need to look at these personally because I know that the dollar index is going to tell me which direction the dollar is going to go in. And then I just look at the dollar pairs and I decide which one I think is the best one to trade. Which honestly, I do trade the euro dollar more often than the others, just because of habit, pretty much. So we do have ISM, manufacturing, PMI in 20 seconds. I do see both options possible, and either way, I'll just trade accordingly. Yeah, slap everybody in the face right before they take off. That's what they want to do. They've definitely been accomplishing that today, I think. Here we go. Oh, what's going to happen? Uh-oh, dollar up, dollar down. What is it? The first move was definitely up. Is it a trap or is that the move? That was actually originally what I thought was going to happen today anyways, was something like that. So it looks like that could be the move. Ooh, yeah. Wowzers. Spike reversal, or is that it? Probably not going to see another spike reversal today, are we? I think that could be it. Dollar wanted to slap everybody in the face a third time before they took it down. Took it up, whatever. Definitely looks like it's going to be it, doesn't it? Like I said, that was definitely my original thought anyways, so I mean, it's really fitting pretty well to our plan. That's for sure. TikTok, is it going to break out, or is it going to just do what? Hey, Jose, Joss. I don't really do stocks very much, no. I do commodities, and I do indices, and I do definitely Forex. I pretty much only trade Forex. I don't even really trade anything else anyways. I don't even trade gold. What is going on with the news today? It's going to be a pain. It wants to be a pain, that's for sure. So they're going to do another spike reversal or what? Definitely playing with our minds, there's no doubt about that. We were talking about that the other day too. The market is the master manipulator. There's nobody better out there. Nobody's going to manipulate your mind like the market is, that's for sure. That's why risk management is so important. You have to have good risk management. It needs to be how you live by. If you're over risking your money, then you're pretty much over risking everything. Dollar up only? What's that? Man, it still doesn't really look too convincing. Yeah, I know. Tell me. I agree, Mark. You may be right. Was the news positive? I didn't even look. I don't even really actually pay attention to the numbers, really. I just want to know what time it comes out. Yeah, it's definitely pretty positive, isn't it? I try to get, not a lot, 8, 10% a month. I'm pretty happy. 8, 10, 12%. That's more than enough for me, that's for sure. I'm not a high risk trader. I'm all about living to trade another day. Risk management is what I live by. Slow and steady wins the race. I don't know. I want to see what this dollar index is going to do. Today's the end of the month, so this weekend I gotta complete my trade journal. I journal every single trade I enter, and I got to figure out my books. I could tell you exactly how much money I spent on eating out 3 years ago. I am very, 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 very oriented about my trading, my income, my personal income, everything. I could tell you to the penny how much I spent in July 3 years ago, if I looked it up. Also by trading too. I think you kind of have to be like that to be a good trader. I could show you trades from 4 years ago from my trade journal. Yeah, definitely hard to tell a direction, isn't it? That's kind of why I was waiting a little bit longer to see what the heck's going on here. I still don't really see a clear direction. It's just kind of right in the middle of everything. Like I said, my thoughts are still the same. If this closes above structure for the third time, then I would say I think we're headed up to 1390. If it does decide to turn around again, which at this point it's looking less and less likely, and then take out structure and hold below, then I'm going to say it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of either A or 1. Yeah, that happens to me all the time. I get stopped out of trades all the time. Doesn't matter to me. It only takes 1 or 2 really good trades and you're back in business, plus some. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, Mark. We've been kind of unclear about a direction since probably the middle of the month. It's been look at the month we've had. I mean, really, this is pretty much like a tight range that slightly slants up, and then we got this range right here that's like just a range bound forever. About 3 weeks now, almost. Maybe even a little longer than 3 weeks. Not too ideal, that's for sure. I don't really do stocks. Sorry about that. I don't really trust stocks that much because all it takes is one bad expense report or some member of the board that dumped a stock or something stupid like that, and your analysis goes right out the window. Fire charts. Yeah, I am always interested in learning whatever when it comes to trading. I try not to overcomplicate things too much, though. That's the problem. Sometimes you can really overcomplicate things sometimes, but something simple, like the liquidity areas and stuff, that's probably definitely helpful. Support. Some of the members we have, they use support, resistance, supply, demand. We have some members that use some indicators. I'm not really against any of that stuff if it gives you an edge, because really that's all you need is a good edge, and you're in business. I don't know. It's not really that clear. It's starting to look pretty bullish, but it's not really breaking out, so it's kind of a little on the unclear side. The dollar is looking pretty bullish, though. Well, I don't know. I don't really look at stocks too much, so I don't know if you trade stock market, then you might not be in the right place. I don't know. It definitely works in the stock market too, but I just don't. I never traded stocks. I never really been into it too much. I think it's based on too many things outside of normal Elliott wave structure analysis and Fibonacci and stuff like that I don't want to have to pay attention to a company's earnings and all the other stupid things that a lot of people that follow stocks pay attention to. All I care is about my interest rates, my non-farm payrolls, unemployment rates maybe, stuff like that. That's pretty much all I care about. And I don't even care what the numbers are, I just want to know when they are. And the news is pretty positive right now for the dollar, and look at it, it's not even really going up that much. It's trying, but it's definitely not succeeding. Like at all. But I'm gonna have to just walk away pretty soon. Our stream is now 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I would say if we start breaking above these highs with force, then we're going up to that 50% level on the daily. All the way, you can't even see it, it's so far up. All the way up here. That's if we start breaking above with force. If not, like I've been saying, if it does decide to break down today, which it doesn't even look like it wants to anymore, I think this is probably the least likely scenario now, but Either a wave A or wave 1 would be coming. If structure holds, we're going to make a brand new uptrend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shape on probably like the 8-hour range time frame. If structure doesn't hold, then we're going down for 1, 2, 3 of A or wave 1. Kind of hard to tell. I don't really know, to tell you the truth, until I see some breaks of structure. I think a break of structure above this will help confirm it, as long as it breaks and holds above with some momentum. Or a break and hold below this line right here, like if it does decide to turn around and it starts closing below that line, that would confirm that it's going down for a wave A or wave 1. There's really no clear direction. You kind of almost have to wait for a breakout and then retest. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Pretty uneventful, wasn't it? Unfortunately, we can't make the market move, so we gotta take what we can get. So, I think I'm gonna go do a few other things for a little while and keep an eye on these charts. I will be on my Discord channel, throughout the day, definitely. So if you're on Discord, especially if you're a member, because I have notifications turned on if you're for the members group, then definitely shoot me some questions if you like. Like I said, I gave my opinion. If it breaks up, I'm going to be going long for the next probably several weeks. If it breaks down, I'm going to be going short for the next several weeks. Beyond that, that's pretty much it. So I hope everybody enjoys your weekend. You do have to remember that Monday is Labor Day. I'm probably most likely not going to work on Monday at all. It's going to be pretty slow in the U.S., definitely. London might produce something, but it's going to be pretty slow on Monday because of Labor Day in the U.S. and Canada. So anyways, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the weekend. And as always, happy trading and good luck to everybody. I think we all need it.